and be able to finish the regular season with 3 consecutive home games.
Gentlemen, welcome to the coin toss.
Our referee, Tyler Downs, will conduct the coin toss at midfield.
Anybody have any questions? All right. Okay, you are the visitors.
Arsenal will get the choice of calling heads or tails.
This is heads, this is tails. Michigan is the visitors. They're going to call it. What do you call? Heads. Michigan calls heads. I'm going to flip the coin and let it hit the ground. It is heads. You've won the toss. You want to defer? Okay. Michigan has won the toss and elected to defer.
Okay.
You want to receive? You want to receive? Which way you want to kick? Oscar! Minnesota will receive in this end zone. All right, shake hands. Good luck tonight, gentlemen.
It's an indoor joke, but when you want to receive, you always take the wind.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if there's any difference between the lights in one end zone or another, but Mr. Oscar Roden wanted to kick to the end zone on our left, so that's where he'll be kicking to start off tonight's contest.
And in the previous meeting with Albany, Roden simply started the game with a deuce.
Yeah, and that's a good way to get things started. Seems like in prior weeks, Minnesota's had a tough team with the special teams, but if they can capitalize that and eliminate any points that the opposing team can get off of the special teams unit, that'll be a big boost to their offense and the defensive side as well.
It seems lately with Roden, Kyle Kaplan as well with the Cats, the deuce has really come into vogue the last few weeks here in AF1. We've even seen kickers try the 4-point drop kick field goal. So here we are as we look down from Amsoil, the Monsters in the dark uniforms, yellow helmets, and dark blue pants. The Arsenal, silver helmets, white jerseys, gray numerals, gray pants. They, as we are also telling the folks on television, we're doing this on radio in the Twin Ports of Duluth Superior as well. So we might get a little over descriptive, but that's what our job is to be here. This is maybe the only market in the league that does carry radio for all of their games, home and road. So we will get the kickoff coming up from Oscar Roden. Roden currently 21 out of 34 in points. He has not attempted a field goal this year. He does have 7 deuces. And the kick will be coming as we look down at the screen from our right to our left here at Amsoil Arena, which is also the home of NCAA Championship Division I hockey. Both the men's and the women's team for the University of Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs are among the top franchises, top colleges in Division I hockey, both men and women. The men and women have combined for 8 national championships at Division I. But this isn't ice down here, it's turf. And here we go. Sam Bennett has been their #1 return man. 29 receptions, averaging over 19 yards per return. Also back deep for them is Jalen Jackson, a linebacker. He's in the middle of 3. And we are holding up for the start with the kick. And here we go. Back deep for the Monsters, down to our left. Andre Williams, just acquired by the Monsters. He'll be the deep man back. As Williams had been with the Iowa Barnstormers, has also played for Green Bay and Northern Arizona in the IFL. So he is down to our left. Roden getting ready, Oscar Roden, to approach the kick. And here we go. It sails off the net, waiting for a high bounce. Getting out of the end zone, out to the 5-6 yard line is Andre Williams. That ball came down with a very high bounce, and that bounce just took extra time for the defense to get down there. And it was great that Williams was able to get out and avoid the 1-point score for the Arsenal.
Yeah, and Williams is all of 6'1". That ball took at least to a top of a basketball, at least 10 feet tall. You look as it hit off the middle of the netting there, but it'll be first and 10 Monsters.
Because, yeah, that net there at the bottom is 15 feet up. So here we go now. 3 wideouts. High motion man on the near side is Couch. Pass to the far side. In and out of the hands of Carlos Thompson. Carlos Thompson out of Texas Tech University. Coming into the game tonight, Carlos Thompson with 3 catches, 75 yards, averaging 37.5 yards a catch. Incomplete.
Just one of those that is a little bit too wide open. Great job there by Javante Johnson. Pressure coming, kept his eyes downfield. A perfect back shoulder there for Thompson, just couldn't convert it.
And he hit him on the dead run along the far boards. So now in motion, that is Flowers circling to the short side of the field across the way. Hand off up the middle to the Clodfather. And on the carry, that is Claude Davis. 6'4", 285. And he is out of South Florida. We learned before the game that Shannon Brooks is done for the year with an injury. So it looks like the Clodfather, who that time brings it out to about the 12, picks up 6, 3rd and 4. There goes Couch with a first down up to midfield. Picks up 13 yards and a first down. There's a good sign already. Of course, they didn't even wait to get the 3rd or 4th down, getting that first down conversion, and it's 1st and 10 at midfield.
Well, I bet Javante Johnson's glad to have him back, but as soon as he makes that play, Couch is going to come off looking a little hobbled on one of those shoulders there, but 1st and 10 Monsters at midfield.
High motion man slot near side is Flowers. Back to throw, Javante Johnson was in the grasp, threw wide on the boards at midfield looking for Thompson. It is incomplete, covered on the play by Kai West, who is got some Minnesota roots as well. He's out of Minnesota State Mankato. 2nd and 10 for Minnesota from the 25-yard line. They snap from the far college hash mark. High motion man slot on the near side, giving him 3 to the wide side. Throw into the end zone, just beyond the leaping effort of Flowers. He was covered tightly on the play by Isaiah McFarland, the former Kentucky Stater. Now here is the first 3rd down the Monsters are facing. 3rd and 10 at the 25. Just a little beyond the leaping effort of Flowers in the back of the end zone. So now again, circle motion around to the near side is Flowers. Quick pass out to the near side, and McAllister carries 2, enough for a first down, down to about the 14-yard line. McAllister on the tackle and carried a couple of Arsenal players with them.
I like the play call right there. Get the ball to your athletes, let them make a play. Nothing fancy about it. Get the ball to the athlete, make a play, and that's exactly what Ladarian did right there in getting that first down on his feet.
He got exactly what they needed, 10 yards, 1st and 10, now from the 15. Flowers in motion, slot far side. He's the target, makes the catch against the wall, and he is down inside the 5, put into the boards by McFarland, and it looks like it'll be 1st and goal for the Monsters.
Great play call. You're going to see it, your screen right here. Fakes a little pick right there, hit him at top, great catch, great ball there by Javante, as well as Jamal Couch enters the game since the 3rd play of the ball game.
They mark him down at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal from there. Flowers gets the snap. Here is Davis, not much. He is strung along the way. The first to get to him there was Justin Sykes. Then he got a little help after that, because it takes a little help to bring down Claude Davis.
Yeah, we talked about Davis's big stature, 6'4", more north-south, not so much east-west there for him. Maybe setting something up here on 2nd down and goal.
He lost a yard, did Davis. It's at the 6. 2 wideouts to the far side, and a motion man. Flowers will give them triplets to that side. Javante looking there. He's got time. Right over the middle. Thompson catches. Touchdown, Monsters. Touchdown, Carlos Thompson. Carlos Thompson getting his 2nd touchdown with the Monsters. And a drive that goes 54 yards in 9 plays. Right over the middle.
Yeah, right over the middle. It was a great route there by Thompson. He dropped the first pass thrown to him. Certainly didn't drop that one. Right over the middle. Enough for the score.
Out of San Diego State, here's Aiden Johnston. He's 16 for 23 on point afters. A little bit of a high snap. The ball down. The kick is off the near support of the net. Remember that crossbar is only 9 feet wide, so the kick is no good. And it is a 6-0 lead for the Monsters after their first possession with 9:15 left to go in the opening quarter here in Duluth, Minnesota. We'll be back. First possession for Michigan coming up.
Welcome to the fastest game on turf.
The scoreboard doesn't rest.
This is Arena Football 1.
New cities.
A hit like that only happens in Arena Football 1.
New chaos.
This is why you tune in.
New rivalries.
Unbelievable. The scoreboard is on tilt.
This is what AF1 is all about.
Don't blink. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
Aiden Johnson is about to kick it. He is right there at the goal line, as you see on your screen, out of San Diego State. He's got 3 deuces this year. Back deep, one of the top returners, Sam Bennett, averaging nearly 20 yards a return this year. The approach, the kick, just past the scoreboard, hits the bottom, caroms out to midfield, free ball, and it's caught by the Monsters. Touchdown, Minnesota. The ball was bouncing like the proverbial hot potato, and the Monsters come up with it and score off the kickoff. Wow.
You'll see on the replay here is a perfect kick there by Johnson. Bouncing around, number 16 coming up for it, Dontorian Best.
Yep.
And that might have been Johnson's best kick of the year right there off the kickoff.
It hit to the inside lower corner of that far net, and it bounced around. Best recovers the kick. And so the Monsters with a very quick 12-0 lead. And now trying to make it 13 is Aiden Johnson. Missed the last point after. The ball is down. Good snap. The kick is blocked. It is a free kick. Tackled in the end zone. Penalty marker is thrown at the end. Could be a horse collar tackle.
I think there's no way it won't be a horse collar tackle, but I'm kind of questioning what the play call will be here. Will it be enforced on the next kickoff, or?
Well, we have a break to see. Referee Tyler Downs.
The result of the extra point was no good. Personal foul, horse collar tackle, kicking team number 9. That 15-yard penalty will be put in the bank and enforced after the succeeding kickoff.
All righty, exceeding kickoff. They put that penalty in the bank. Claude Davis was the one with the horse collar tackle in the end zone. So again, that was the point attempt, the try for point. Now, here is the kickoff for Aiden Johnson. And again, back deep is Sam Bennett. That's where he was. But again, that thing clanked off that far support of the net and bounced high into the air and enabled the Monsters' Dontorian Best to get it.
Yeah, and without that horse collar tackle, that would have been the ultra rare 1-point safety. But here comes our second kickoff.
It bounces by and is taken outside the 2, getting maybe a yard on it on the return for Michigan. That it looks to be, it is number 2, Grissom, as it bounced past Sam Bennett. And again, great field position. Didn't result in a touchdown this time, of course, but great position for the Monster defense, and it'll be 1st and 10. And now they step off the penalty, of course.
First down, Michigan.
And it'll be 1st down, Michigan. 10 yards on the penalty, and it's out to the Arsenal 12-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go, and now we get our first look at Malik Henry. Has thrown more touchdown passes than anybody in this league, 42. Has passed for more yards than anybody in this league, over 2,000. From the far hash mark, high motion man this side. They're looking for Williams, overthrown, covered on the play by Joe Powell, a veteran defensive back out of the University of Oklahoma. And it's incomplete, 2nd and 10 from their own 12 for the Arsenal.
Yeah, the Arsenal are not going to try and hide who they're going to try and get the ball to, as there's a deep shot right away. First play from scrimmage there to Williams as it just sailed into the stands.
Well, don't think that he's the only one. Travis Long has had some good receptions, 43 for 331 yards. Penalty marker thrown. The play is whistled dead, and we will sort it out as they're going to.
Offside. Defense, number 9.
Defense offside, 5 yards.
2nd down.
So it's still 2nd down, 2nd and 5 now from the 17-yard line. So 2nd and 5, 7:22 remaining. And we say that for our radio listeners in Duluth Superior. We're in the first quarter, 12-0 Monsters. There is a quick pass along the wall, far side, getting stopped just shy of the first down across the way. That, just as I mentioned, is Trevante Long out of Shaw University. And it'll be 3rd and 1. He picked up 4. 3rd and a yard from the 21-yard line, their own 21, trailing by 2 touchdowns on their first possession. Far side, wide out, near side, trying to carry the big guy in the backfield, and getting nowhere was Ricky Weaver. Tackled on the play by Dontorian Best and Shy Hill for a loss of a yard.
Yeah, Ricky Weaver, 6 foot 340. Not your traditional fullback, but he's certainly got a lot of ground and pound behind him, and it takes a host of monsters to bring him down.
Well, very simple. He's a load.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
no doubt about it.
Best way to describe him, and he is usually very effective. 2 wideouts far side, now Long in motion across the way. Back to throw Henry. Henry's got a man open. Long with the catch at the 12 of the Monsters and advances it down to about the 9, tackled by Trayvon Jones, one of the recent acquisitions out of Elon College and the University of Minnesota, which makes them very popular here in Duluth.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just a good route concept right there out of Arsenal. Sent Williams over the top deep, then they snuck in Long right there to kind of beat that zone coverage there, and it was a good conversion on 4th down.
16 yards. They needed only 2. It is 1st and goal from the 9. High pass in the corner. The receiver goes across the wall. That is Grissom, and defending him, the other number 2 on the play, Delvin Randall out of Temple. There's arena football at its most pictorial.
Yeah. And I mean, quarterback Malik Henry's going to put it in a spot where only his receiver can get it, and just out of the fingertip reach there of Grissom.
2nd and goal from the Monster 9. Quick pass inside the 5, turning to the goal line, down to the 1-yard line. On the catches, Jairus Grissom. Grissom coming into the game, 37 catches, 431 yards, 10th in the league with 8 touchdown receptions. So it'll be 3rd and goal from a yard away for the Arsenal.
Yeah, you're going to see him come right over the middle here, sit down. It was just bang, bang. Monsters got there as quick as they could as Shorts made the tackle, but now expect the ball to go right back to Weaver here.
It's going to go Weaver, and he plows his way Caterpillar tractor style straight ahead into the end zone for a touchdown. Weaver getting his 5th touchdown of the year. Rushing wise, he was 4th in the league with 89 yards and was averaging 15 yards a carry, so he can carry it. Now the point after for Roden, and out of the hold of the backup quarterback Nick Kargman. Down to our left as they've cut the deficit to 12-6. Here is Roden, ball down, kick is up, it is good. And so the Monsters' lead is 5 with 3:25 remaining to go in the first quarter. We're at Amsoil Arena in Duluth, Minnesota. Glad to have you here on HTN.
Off the net.
This is Arena Football 1.
Look out.
The ball never dies.
The play never stops.
You better stay awake. Kick it, miss it,
This game doesn't stop.
doesn't matter.
Any anything can happen.
You think the play's over?
He's got a chance off the rebound.
It's not.
Chaos.
Off the net.
Here we go again.
Right back at you. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Well, each team has capitalized on their first possession, except what was supposed to be the first possession for the Arsenal wound up being a special teams loose ball recovery fumble for a touchdown on the kickoff after the Monsters had grabbed the 6-0 lead. Gave them a 12-0 lead. It's now 12-7 with 3.5 basically left to go in the opening quarter. Tom Stalker, Jenner Graff with you here at Amsoil Arena in Duluth, Minnesota, where there were thousands here last weekend for the 50th anniversary of Grandma's Marathon. The kick passes the scoreboard and hits the scoreboard, and the Monsters will get it at the 20-yard line.
Hit an overhead structure.
I thought it had
That
missed the
will be placed at the
scoreboard.
20-yard
It
line.
just
First and 10,
glanced on the
Minnesota.
far side, and so the Monsters will get it in good shape at their own 20-yard line. First down and 10. Yeah, thousands here for one of the nation's most prestigious marathons, and they had textbook weather, which can always be a question when you're talking about the effect of Lake Michigan. And this area can turn from 80 degrees on one day to 50 the next, thanks to Gitche Gumi, the lake. All right, here we go. First and 10. Monsters at their own 20. High motion man, slot to the near side. Javante throwing long for Flowers. Tried to sky high to get it. In the end zone, no good. Covered on the play by McFarland. And so it'll be second down and 10. And, you know, interesting, Jenna, right off the bat, Javante's going, hey, let's go for broke and use Flowers the best we can.
Yeah, airing it out to Flowers. I want to see maybe these jump balls go to a little bit more of small coach. Flag will fly. It'll be a free play here for the Monsters.
Pass by Johnson. Is it caught in the end zone by Thompson? It is. Touchdown, Harbor Monsters. Touchdown, Carlos Thompson. His second touchdown of the game. But
Offside. Defense number 14. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
Phenomenal catch there.
really couldn't tell because the wall actually shields us right along the near side.
Saw a little bit of it. It was kind of a free play action. It was tipped up and then looked like Burdale Robbins, the defensive back for Michigan, came underneath it, and then Carlos Thompson just came and ripped it right out of his hands for his second score of the day. And now it looks like we're going to see a challenge here. The ball maybe hit the turf, but officials right on top of that play.
Sean Leota, the head coach for the Arsenal,
is challenging the previous play that it was an incomplete pass.
There was a little bit of a bobble on the ground here.
So they're saying Michigan that it's an incomplete pass. The ruling is a touchdown, and of course the old thing is, as we're now so used to, since replays become a daily part of our sports life. Are we going to take a break? Yep. Let's go ahead, take a break. It is currently 18-7 Monsters. We'll be back with the judgment after this.
This is Arena Football 1.
Welcome to the fastest game on turf.
The ball never dies.
This is what AF1 is all about.
You want soft?
Let's go!
Wrong building.
Hits like that only happen in Arena Football 1.
Walls.
There's no escape on this field.
Speed.
To the house.
Impact.
This is why you tune in.
This game doesn't slow down. It closes in. Because in here, the ball never dies. This is Arena Football 1.
Unbelievable!
The ball never dies.
This is Arena Football 1.
8 men.
Hey, you're going to remember that one.
Nowhere to run.
Only in AF1.
Hockey speed.
Another one.
Football violence.
Unbelievable.
Small field.
Welcome to the wall.
Big collisions.
This is what AF1 is all about.
Don't blink. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. It is a touchdown.
Challenge
Michigan will be charged with a timeout
lost
and a
by
challenge.
the Arsenal.
Point after try.
So they lose a timeout and lose a challenge. It's ruled a touchdown catch by Carlos Thompson, who's had 2 this evening, a 30-yard reception. And now to attempt the point after will be Aiden Johnson, who has been kind of a happy camper tonight, because now he has been busy already. His 3rd attempt at a point after, so far 1 for 2. The snap, ball is down, and it is good.
The extra point is good.
And so the Monsters now with a 12-point lead of 19-7.
Yeah, coming in tonight's contest, Carlos Thompson just only had 3 receptions and 1 touchdown. He's got 2 receptions tonight and 2 touchdowns, so certainly boosting these stats early on against Michigan.
Well, and I think also part of it is a good look at the video against Nashville. The Monsters saw perhaps some things they didn't care for in some of the play calling, some of the defense. I mean, when you lose a game like that, you lose as a team. But they have seemed to come back out here with confidence and with renewed weapons at wide receiver.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing is different weapons, and any one of these guys can beat you on any given night. And so far, it's been Carlos Thompson's night, but we still have 3 more quarters to play here. So any other monster can get on the board, and they could make you guys or make that secondary pay for Michigan.
So the Monsters up by 12. Johnson the kick. Sails by the scoreboard. Hits the bracket. Caroms out to Grissom. Grissom over the 10 to the 15 to the 20. And he is put hard into the boards. Just crossing the midfield marker. And guess what? It was Thompson on special team that applied the lick. But great field position on the return by Jairus Grissom to the Monsters' 24-yard line. 1st and 10 in positive territory.
Yeah, that's the second time Grissom's bailed out his return man. They're catching it off the upright. And, I mean, the first time it resulted in a Monsters touchdown. Second and third time, it's been a lot of Grissom. First one, he just didn't have a lot of daylight. But this time, better blocking up front. And now Michigan's in positive territory, as you mentioned.
Angled to the near side and found that seam. So here they are now, the Arsenal trailing by 12 in Monster territory at the 24. High motion man, slot far side. Pass caught by Grissom. Turns it downfield to about the 15. Has he made enough? He got the first down to the 14-yard line. Well, it was 1st and 10, and he got 10. It's now 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line of the Monsters. That didn't take long.
No, not at all. With the league's leading passer, Malik Henry, you got to get to the backfield quickly or cover these receivers for an extended period of time.
From the far college hash mark, 2 wideouts near side. Long circular motion, giving him 3 to the near side. Back is Malik Woods, throws, trying to lead his man, trying to lead Williams, but he just could not hang on. I tell you what, one thing Malik Henry's got, he's got a rifle for an arm.
Yeah, certainly. Now it had to be a tight window on the run. Williams just couldn't get it in the outstretched hands there of Dan Williams.
Dan Williams III played for the previous Duluth franchise in the other league. And we are about to go to the second quarter here at Amsoil Arena. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Duluth, Minnesota. Glad you're watching on HTN. Back with quarter number 2 after we take this timeout.
It starts in a quiet, empty building, and the lights come on. Suddenly, you're not watching the game. You're inside it. Every step, every hit, you can feel it building, faster, louder, until there's no space left and no holding it back. This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
Clarksville wasn't built quiet, now built loud, built proud, built fire. Built on boots, hit ground, no tire. Built on hearts that don't back down, go higher. No permission, we don't ask that. Keep the door, yeah, we crash that. 48 inches wall, where you at? Running too wide, yeah, you need that. Yeah, no sidelines, ain't no safety. No soft land is gonna save me. You don't watch, nah, you feel me. Whole crowd standing, energy crazy. Show up early, stay late, feel the ground shake. No breaks, hear the sound, that's us. That's us, that's us.
Whatever your game is, pain shouldn't stop you. At Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we're here to help you move forward. From the sidelines to the operating room, from rehab to recovery, our team of experts provides the same world-class care trusted by the pros, so you can keep playing, working, and living without limits. Don't let pain hold you back. Schedule your appointment today at beaconortho.com.
Back here at Amsoil Arena, Duluth, Minnesota, start of the second quarter. The Arsenal has it 2nd and 10 at the Munster 14-yard line. Long circular motion around to the far side. In traffic is Woods. A little short toss to Grissom. He makes the catch at about the 5 and takes it in for the touchdown. Well, this was Grissom's drive pretty much all the way, with the great kickoff return, then a 10-yard reception, and now makes the catch there on the 14-yard touchdown reception as Grissom, with now his 9th touchdown of the year, came into the game 10th in the league in that category. So, well, we have a challenge flag that was picked up and thrown out of the Monsters bench, which is across the way to the far corner, our left. And
I don't know what they'd be challenging there.
I don't know.
Minnesota is challenging that the previous pass was thrown beyond the line of scrimmage.
That's what I was
therefore,
thinking.
an illegal forward pass.
Illegal forward
that play
pass.
is under challenge, is under review.
I thought it might have been ahead of the line of scrimmage.
Sean Leota is just heated right now. I don't know if he's a fan of the challenge or what.
Well, and when Sean is heated, you don't need any clues.
He said you can't challenge that. It sounds like. I think he's behind.
A legal forward pass is a penalty. Remember, there was a play where Johnson at Oceanside scrambled through one, not to throw it out of bounds, but it was deflected out of bounds.
After review,
but since
the ruling on the field is upheld, the player was behind the line of scrimmage. Touchdown.
All right, a touchdown anyways. But since the referees had ruled it intentional grounding, it couldn't be challenged because that was the penalty.
Minnesota will be challenged. Will be charged with a timeout and one challenge.
So now the kick coming from Roden after the 14-yard catch from Malik Woods to Jairus Grissom. The hold here from Kargman, and the kick coming from Oscar Roden. Here comes the snap. Ball is down. Kick on its way. It caroms off the bracket and in. It glanced off the near side bracket, but caromed in over the crossbar, and so the kick was good. 14-29, remaining second quarter. Challenge already in this game with one each remaining, costing each one a timeout. Of course, in each half they get 3. Back deep for the Monsters, Carlos Thompson and Andre Williams. Andre Williams out of Dean College, just recently acquired has played for the Iowa Barnstormers, Northern Arizona Wranglers in the IFL. 6'1", 219, back there, of course, with Thompson. And the approach by Roden, the kick. Past the scoreboard on the near side. High off the screen, right down. It came, and there goes the returner all the way across the 15 of the 20 to the 23-yard line. Andre Williams with a good return out to the Monster 23-yard line.
It was a clean catch off of the uprights there. Williams makes one cut, and it was just one arm tackle that he broke right there, but it was enough to slow him down. Justin Sykes probably saved a touchdown there for the Arsenal.
It's a case where the kick, I think, was high enough so that it gave Williams plenty of time to judge. Came off the net, right back down to him, and he got a good return of some 23 yards out of the end zone. First down, Javonte Johnson steps up in the pocket, broken up, nearly picked off at the 10-yard line. Thompson was the intended receiver, broken up by Kai West out of Minnesota State Mankato.
Yeah, you're going to see Johnson will step up in the pocket right here. I like the decision there by Javonte, but it was a tight window, and you mentioned it, West jumped that route, nearly intercepted it.
2nd and 10 now from the Monsters 23. Javonte fires one short. He had a good target in Flowers on the far side in between the 15 and the 10, but just didn't have much on it. So it brings up a 3rd and 10 at their own 23. You'd like to capitalize on that good return by Williams. 19-14 is the score. Monsters with a 5-point lead. Snap back to J5, rolls the far side, looping one, out of play for Flowers, and into the Monsters bench around the far turn of the boards in the end zone down to our left. And it'll bring up a 4th and 10 with 3 straight incomplete passes. 2 were deep, the other one kind of a medium route, but that time Javonte couldn't really get on his front foot to get the pass away.
And there hasn't been any sort of success deep downfield. It's been these short intermediate routes for the Monsters so far that have worked out. Now they got to get 10, and they're going to
go back 5 yards, leaving early. And I believe that was Thompson.
Offense, number 3.
Nope, it was Flowers.
5-yard penalty.
Yeah, Flowers got caught leaning there. But yeah, every single ball has been past the sticks so far. Now it's going to have to be unless you make a couple moves. But outside of the free play where they went deep and it was kind of a circus catch for Thompson, nothing downfield has certainly so far worked for the Monsters.
So now it's 4th down, 15 yards to go from their own 18. 3 wideouts with the man in motion far side. Back to throw Javonte. And airs one high over Thompson and about the far sideline at the 12-yard line. The ball will go over on downs, and this was a huge problem for the Monsters against Nashville last week. And so the Arsenal will get it in great shape.
For media.
And we have a timeout called on the field. 11:42 to go, first half. 19-14 Monsters back after this.
It starts in a quiet, empty building, and the lights come on. Suddenly, you're not watching the game. You're inside it. Every step, every hit, you can feel it building, faster, louder, until there's no space left and no holding it back. This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
Clarksville wasn't built quiet, now built loud, built proud, built fire. Built on boots, hit ground, no tire. Built on hearts that don't back down, go higher. No permission, we don't ask that. Keep the door, yeah, we crash that. 48 inches wall, where you at? Running too wide, yeah, you need that. Yeah, no sidelines, ain't no safety. No soft land is gonna save me. You don't watch, now you feel me. Whole crowd standing, energy crazy. Show up early, stay late, feel the ground shake. No breaks, hear the sound, that's us. That's us, that's us.
Whatever your game is, pain shouldn't stop you. At Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we're here to help you move forward. From the sidelines to the operating room, from rehab to recovery, our team of experts provides the same world-class care trusted by the pros, so you can keep playing, working, and living without limits. Don't let pain hold you back. Schedule your appointment today at beaconortho.com.
So after a 4-and-out for the Monsters, of which a lot of the credit goes to the secondary for the Arsenal. They have played the receivers extremely tight. So here we go. They are 23. Make that 18 yards away. Math was never my strength. Man in motion, high motion man, 3 to the far side. Malik looking that way, fires it towards the end zone, through the hands in the corner of Grissom, and covered very tightly by Joe Powell. Looked like Grissom had position as the defender was behind him. But as he left, watch it, it goes right through the fingertips.
Yeah, it was Shy-Hill on the pressure there, but yeah, great coverage. Even if the ball hit his hands, it was going to be knocked free there by Powell.
So 2nd and 10, Arsenal at the Monster 18. 3 wide to the far side. Grissom will be the high motion man. A snap. Trying to go quickly back and maybe a quarterback draw all the way. He is stopped hard by Shaquille Holiness.
Holiness timed that snap count perfectly. I can't get much better than that. If he was any sooner, it would have been offsides. It was bang, bang, put the official to make a call, and he said he was on time, and it was a great play there in the backfield.
3rd and 11 now after the loss of a yard at the Minnesota 19-yard line. 5-point Minnesota lead over Michigan. 3 wideouts far side, and we've got an offside coming up likely against Claude Davis.
Yeah, I think you got to pick your poison. Both of the ends went. I think maybe even that last one that really got the sack could have been as well, but fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. It won't happen that time for the Monsters.
So it goes now to the 14-yard line. 3rd down and 6 after the offside penalty against the Monsters. We're under 10 minutes, as you see on your screen, watching on HTN. Now triple receivers far side. There is the pass. Thrown so hard it went right through Grissom's hands at about the 5-yard line. It's like you want your receiver to turn and the ball's right there, but that time the ball got there seemingly too quickly.
Well, look at Henry stepping up, cocked it back, and just a rifle from that Arsenal quarterback right there.
So it's 4th down. 4th and 6 for Michigan from the Minnesota 14-yard line. Nearing 9 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Timeout, Michigan.
Michigan has called a timeout. It is their 2nd of the first half. 9:03 remaining. And the Monsters leading Michigan 19-14 here at Amsoil Arena in Duluth, Minnesota. This is the first of 4 consecutive home games with a week off after this game. And then bang, 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 3 in a row. Next up would be Kentucky, a team they scored 69 points against in a 69-32 win on May 30th here. But you never take that team lightly. And then you've got a couple of really unknown factors for us in Duluth, Washington and Beaumont. Washington, by the way, is now at 5-4. Beaumont's 3-5. 4th and 6 from the 14 of Minnesota. Here is Woods throwing, and below the screen goes out of bounds over the end boards in the vicinity of Trevante Long, and the ball goes over on downs. Well, how about that?
Timeout on the field for media.
We have a timeout on the field before the Monsters get the ball back. Just under 9 minutes remaining. The Monsters leading by 5, and you're watching AF1 football on HTN.
This is not just football. This is speed, intensity, and non-stop action. Welcome to Arena Football 1, where the field is smaller, but the hits are harder, the plays are faster, and every second counts. High-scoring battles, electric atmospheres, and athletes pushing the limit on every snap. No breaks, no mercy. Just football at full throttle. This is where legends ride, and the game never slows down. Arena Football. One fast, fierce, unforgettable. Watch on Home Team Network.
Clarksville wasn't built quiet, now built loud, built proud, built fire. Built on boots, hit ground, no tire. Built on hearts that don't back down, go higher. No permission, we don't ask that. Keep the door, yeah, we crash that. 48 inches wall, where you at? Running too wide, yeah, you meet that. Yeah, no sidelines, ain't no safety. No soft land is gonna save me. You don't watch, nah, you feel me. Whole crowd standing, energy crazy. Show up early, stay late, feel the ground shake. No breaks, hear the sound, that's us. That's us, that's us.
Whatever your game is, pain shouldn't stop you. At Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we're here to help you move forward. From the sidelines to the operating room, from rehab to recovery, our team of experts provides the same world-class care trusted by the pros, so you can keep playing, working, and living without limits. Don't let pain hold you back. Schedule your appointment today at beaconortho.com.
Welcome back to the AF1 Battle of the Upper Midwest. Saginaw, Michigan, and Duluth, Minnesota. The Monsters getting the ball back on downs at their own 14. First down, 10 yards to go. So the two teams trade turning the ball over on downs on the back-to-back drives. Now Thompson in motion, the only receiver to the far side. Javante throwing for him. He leaps, can't make the catch. Covered very tightly on the play by Berdale Robbins out of the University of Nevada. And so it brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Monsters.
Yeah, there's no doubt about Johnson's arm strength, but it seems like he's almost flat-footed right now in the pocket. Like to see him kind of step up or maybe just take a little bit of a drop back there so he can step into a throw.
Wide to the far side, Andre Williams. Now he is the man in motion, and yeah, he's a little bit ahead of the play, and not unusual when you have
number 72,
new additions.
5-yard penalty.
That
2nd down.
they missed the snap count. It happens. So offsides. And it'll make it 2nd down and 15 back at their own 9-yard line.
Well, dating back to the Monsters' previous drive, neither offense has gained any yards. They've only gone backwards, and it's only been penalty yardage that have been added up or minused.
There's a quick out to the far side, and getting put into the boards across the way at about the 11-yard line is Andre Williams, newly acquired wide receiver. They give him a pickup of 2, and it's 3rd down and 13 from the 11-yard line. Just a quick out to the far side is really all that was, but quickly converging on that, the Arsenal defense.
Maybe setting something up here on the wide side of the field to the left.
Snap back to Johnson. Flushed out of the pocket. Back to the goal line. Throwing deep. Caught at the 10-yard line. Breaks free. And he's trying to carry 2 tacklers in. He twists inside. Gets it down to about the 1-yard line. Never give up on that play. Never give up.
Javante, oh no, bringing it back. There's going to be a hold, unfortunately, on Leon Brown. Taking back the spectacular play here by Thompson, high-pointing that ball, taking defenders for a ride.
Yeah, caught it at the 11 and took it down another 10 yards with 2 tacklers on him. The ball is back just outside the Monster 5-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and a long way to go. Call it their 5. It goes half the distance. And it will be 3rd and call it 20 at the 5-yard line.
Maybe they had something up their sleeve coming up here on a 3rd and long.
2 wideouts with the high motion man, slot near side, pass over the middle, wide open, and getting a 1st down across the 25-yard line was Andre Williams, tackled on the play by Vaughn Pemberton.
Love the play call there. They send the outside guys deep and send him right over the middle as Williams, just a zone buster. They drop back to try not to get beat over the top. Let your athlete make a play, and that's exactly what Williams did there.
They got 20. That's what they needed from midfield. 1st and 10 now for the Monsters. Quick pitch to the near side. And carrying it to the near boards is one of the newcomers, Trevon Shorts. He had started the year with Albany, was released by then, and the Monsters picked up a very, very veteran player in Shorts. I mean, he played for the Albany Empire, won a couple of championships there. He was the National Arena League Iron Man of the Year with West Texas in 2023. So call it now, 2nd down and 7 from the 22 of Michigan. Snap back, quick throw, knocked down. Whoa, baby. Knocked down at the line and looked like it was knocked down by Jalen Jackson, the linebacker. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, Jackson read the eyes of Javante. He pumped once and he was just waiting for the route to develop across a little quick slant over the middle. And yeah, Johnson got his paws on that one. You could hear the thud all the way up from the booth.
They need to get it to the 15-yard line for a 1st down. 3rd and 7 now from the 22. 2 wideouts far side, including the high motion man. And leaving early on the play was Andre Williams. Again, one of the new acquired false start 5-yard penalty.
3rd down.
And so it'll be 3rd down and 12 with the ball back at the Monster 23-yard line.
Yeah, just mistakes that can't be happening this late in the season. 3rd one tonight. Just puts yourself behind the sticks once again.
Wide to the far side, Jamal Couch In motion, far side, Flowers. Already in tight, wide receiver in Williams. There's a quick pass down, catch made by Flowers. Call it the 17-yard line. He picked up 6. And it'll be 4th down and 2 yards to go. Actually got 10 on the play. So here we are, 4th and 2. Motion man Flowers pitched far side, first down to Shorts. He gets across the 15 and down to about the 14-yard line.
Von Pemberton came flying up for the Arsenal, but Shorts made 1 cut, needed 2, picked up 3, and moved the chains there for the Monsters.
1st and 10 at the Arsenal 14-yard line. And 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Flowers in motion near side. Quick pass near side, Williams. Takes it along the near boards. Is pressed into the boards out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. That was Pemberton there on the stop. So call it the 9-yard line. He got 5. 2nd and 5 now for the Monsters. Just a quick out and pick up 5.
Yeah, don't overcomplicate it. Just let them make a play.
Couch splits wide to the far side. Flowers motion man. Nope, it'll be Couch motion man with Flowers in the slot. Short side of the field, near side Williams.
Look for the jump ball.
There goes the snap back. Rolling far side, Javante. Pass into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Monsters. Touchdown by Jarvey Flowers Jr. Welcome back to Duluth. 9-yard reception. And that was a bullet thrown by Johnson.
Yeah, and look at the arm angle rolling out to his right, sidearm bullet right on the money. Just beat the defensive back, streaming over the top there. Jarvey Flowers, first touchdown back in Duluth.
Looked like that was McFarland trying a reach around from behind to knock it away, but could not do so. So the touchdown. Now the point after, or maybe 2. Looks like they're going for 2. Ball is on the nearest hash mark, the college hash mark at the 2-yard line. Thompson wide far side. In the backfield is Claude Davis. Davis takes it to the near side. He is in for 2. The Claude father. Davis.
Love the play call there. Everybody's going to the right. Give it to Davis, and he says, I'm going to go away from everybody. You're going to see on the replay here.
All righty, the Monsters increase their lead with an 8-point score. They now lead 27 to 12, and back after this.
He's already flying.
This is Arena Football 1.
Full speed at the snap.
The ball never dies.
Man, you can't defend that speed.
He's already at full speed before the snap.
Blink and you miss him.
You're not chasing him, you're surviving him.
He's gone just like that.
By the time you react, full speed, full chaos. He's gone. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
All right, Monsters fans, we're about to kick it off. That's Sugarfoot Aiden Johnson, ready for the boom. Everybody wants to chant for that goose.
Back.
27-14 as the Monsters now with a 13-point lead, a drive that covered 36 yards, but was by far the longest time-consuming drive of this game so far. It's now Aiden Johnson. Looks like he's setting up to kick it far side past the scoreboard, high over midfield. Here at the Amsoil Arena, Duluth, Minnesota is where we're at here on HTN. Glad you're watching with us. So now Johnson on the approach, and let's go a line drive. Bounce taken in the end zone by Bennett. Bennett along the far side to the 10, to the 15, and then he is upended at the 20-yard line. Believe that was Andre Williams with the tackle. My, oh my, watch it again.
Yeah, it was a good return. It was good blocking up front, and I think it was Joe Powell come flying in here.
It was Powell. And making sure that was there. It was Williams making sure he didn't get any farther. So it's 1st and 10 for the Arsenal at its own 21-yard line as we're getting close to the 1-minute warning here in the first half at Amsoil. Wide to the near side, way wide to the near side, Williams. And now slot man, the motion man near side, quick out to Williams. Got a block from Grissom, who was the slot man. And then he is brought down on the near side. Looked like Dontorian Best among the Monsters making the tackle.
Timeout.
And we have the 1-minute timeout after that one
Minnesota
play.
has 2 timeouts remaining. All replay challenges
It'll be
will come from the
2nd
field.
and 8 when we come back. Our 1-minute break with the Monsters leading the Arsenal 27-14 on HTN.
It starts in a quiet, empty building, and the lights come on. Suddenly, you're not watching the game. You're inside it. Every step, every hit, you can feel it building, faster, louder, until there's no space left and no holding it back. This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
It starts in a quiet,
Monday night arena football here in Duluth, Minnesota. Welcome. We have a minute to go in the first half for the Arsenal. 2nd and 8, their own 23. High motion man all the way across the way. Pass his way. Caught at the Monster 18-yard line. Caught by Long and taken out on the play. Looked like by Brian Robinson. They give him progress to the 19. A gain of 8. It's enough exactly for a first down. 1st and 10 at the Monster 19, trailing 27-14. Henry with the play from Sean Leota. Takes it in, Malik Henry. Well traveled, but is having an outstanding year as their signal caller, and we've got encroachment by the Monster defense. No doubt about it.
Yep.
Or as they say,
Offside.
north of the border.
Defense with contact. Number 9. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That was the Claude father, no doubt about it.
Yep, he is trying to time it up. That's for sure, but now you just got to be smart. Michigan will get the ball to start off the second half, so they're going to try their best to double dip. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining, and under a minute to go, the clock will stop.
And the Arsenal will get the football to start the third quarter. 1st and 5 from the 14. Long, big circular man in motion to the near side. Back to throw. Henry throws, finds Long at the 5. Stopped there by Delvin Randall, the leading tackler for the Monsters. Came into the game with 41 solos, 3 assists, and has also got officially 4, but we know he's got 5 interceptions, 1 that he still hasn't been credited with. So it's now at the 5, and it's 1st and goal for the Arsenal. Henry, a little lob pass in the back of the end zone, caught by Long, knocked down on the play. Was it Long? No, it was Grissom. Grissom with the catch. So just a very, very short pass on the play, and Grissom with the catch. And that cuts it to 27-20 pending. Roden's single point after here out of the hold of Kargman. 17.9 seconds remaining. The clock does stop inside of a minute after scores. Here's the kick. It is good. 27-21. 6-point game with just a few seconds left to go into the intermission. And again, that started from their own 21-yard line, a 29-yard drive, and it didn't take but 5 plays, including a 5-yard penalty, to get the score by Grissom.
So now it's going to be interesting. I think it's all going to rely on what this return gets you for Duluth right here. Got 17.9 seconds to go, 2 timeouts. The deep ball hasn't really been there for this offense, but here's going to be a replay of that last touchdown for the Arsenal. It was a great ball.
Yeah, he was actually on his back foot. His momentum was going back when he found Grissom. Was knocked down there by Shorts.
One of my favorite parts right here. Grissom's going to hit the free throw for an and one after the play. And it looked like the bucket was good, so a good old-fashioned 6-point play, 7-point play, you could say, maybe.
I got to admit, that's one of the best celebrations I've seen so far this year.
And he got it up and over the crossbar, hand in the cookie jar. Perfect form there for Jairus Grissom.
So now here comes Roden's kick. He's setting it up near side. Back in the end zone for the Monsters, Andre Williams. The up man is Carlos Thompson at the 5. So Roden ready to make the approach. And here it comes. Boom. Right past the scoreboard. High off the net. Taken there by Williams. Williams to the 10, to the 15, has a lead block to the 25, to the 20, hurdles over the kicker, and is down inside the 5-yard line. Taken down on the play by Jason Armstrong. And there is
holding. Receiving team number 10.
A holding on the Monsters.
And that's a the hold is right there, number 10, Trayvon Jones, but it was very tight. I mean, he let him
He was the lead blocker.
Yeah, he's a lead blocker. They disengaged right at the end there. Maybe it was a slight tug as he tried tracking him down.
And so it also ate up what time was remaining. We have just 9.9 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Monsters' 9-yard line. Ouch, that hurts. And the Arsenal says, hey, we got the right side of that call. So here we go, wide to the near side, McAllister. Motion man, Flowers. And here is Javante back. Pumps, throwing long for Flowers, overthrown. Flowers covered man for man by McFarland. And with the incomplete pass, it just stopped the clock with 3.4 seconds remaining in the first half. It's a 6-point game, 27-21. And really, when you kind of look at it, the difference in this game was the free-for-all kick that the Monsters caught in the end zone after they got their first touchdown to get a bonus touchdown. And
timeout, Michigan.
Timeout, Michigan.
And final, 30 seconds.
Sean Leota was there in the end zone to take that timeout. Final timeout for the Arsenal. And again, with 3.4 seconds remaining second quarter. A reminder, the Monsters with a week off next week, but then they will host Kentucky a day after we celebrate the 4th of July, July 5th. And that will be a Sunday, a 6 o'clock game here for our listening folks in the Twin Ports of Superior Duluth. Well, they've had some big Lakers coming through to the port here the last few days. My, oh my.
Couple Celtics too.
Snap back to Javante. Pump fakes once. Throwing long for Thompson. And it may be intercepted and over the end zone by Minnesota, but time will have run out.
The result of the play is an interception. That is the end of the half.
End of the half. So it'll go as a nice pick for the defender there, Burdale Robbins, but they can't do anything with it. And so we have reached halftime here at Amsoil Arena, Duluth, Minnesota, where it's a 6-point game at the intermission, 27-21 in favor of the Minnesota Monsters over the Michigan Arsenal.
It starts in a quiet, empty building, and the lights come on. Suddenly, you're not watching the game. You're inside it. Every step, every hit, you can feel it building, faster, louder, until there's no space left and no holding it back. This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
It starts in a...
Back here at halftime, the Minnesota Monsters, by virtue of that quick start they got with 2 quick touchdowns, the one reception by Thompson, and then a loose ball free kick recovered by the Monsters in the end zone, gave them a quick 12-0 lead. They have not trailed in this game, but the Arsenal showing just how capable they are, especially with Malik Henry in the backfield and with Dan Williams out there as well. They've used a little bit of everybody so far, including Larson. And remember, the Arsenal gets that ball to start the third quarter.
Yeah, and it's a high-powered offense, too. They just ended on a high note right there. And it's kind of, yeah, we've mentioned it earlier. The only difference has been that kind of kickoff return, or kickoff touchdown for the Monsters. But yeah, it's a high-powered offense coming out here for Michigan after they just had another drive that ended up in 6.
Another case where the net was a huge factor. We are at halftime here in Duluth, 27-21. More halftime coming your way after this on HTN.
Welcome to the AF1 Season Pass. My name is Jeff Levac, and I am thrilled to be joined by a guy that I've gotten to know very well over the last at least a decade now. You've been suffering through dealing with me, Andy Gelcher. We met through you and your car dealerships, but you are now one of the guys who is making arena football happen here in the Capital Region. So why take what little free time you have and just help relaunch the Albany Firebirds and give it back to the Albany community?
Yeah. And it has not been 10 years of suffering, Jeff, just for the record. It's been really great. But as far as relaunching the Firebirds and really cleaning up the mess that was previously in existence here, you know, Mike Quarta came to me and we had a conversation about this years ago, and you were also involved in that conversation. And there's a lot of goodness that happens with the team. There's a lot of goodness that happens with the community. And I really think that beyond the, you know, the business of owning a sports team and trying to make that work, especially in the state of New York, which can present a unique set of challenges sometimes, it's been really, really great for the community. It's been really great for the fans. And that's why we ultimately do it.
So you've always been a sports guy. Is that kind of what led you into the Firebirds themselves, like the football aspect of it?
Yeah, there's this romantic belief, I think, a little bit, and these guys that are hanging on, some of them, and some of them that are still coming up through the system, that can still get an opportunity in either the UFL and certainly UFL to NFL. You see a lot of that now, and a lot of that has to do with NIL and the inability for professional teams to pull guys out of college, because in a lot of cases they're making more with their NIL deals than they would go into the league. So it creates a lot of opportunities for these young men to continue to pursue their careers, and I just really love being a part of that.
Andy Gelcher with us, part owner of the Albany Firebirds, but you doubled down. You and Mike Quarta and Jeff Fisher, you know, to name a few, get together and say, we're going to launch the AF1. Why launch this league? What was it about this plan that made you want to be a part of it?
We didn't like the format that anyone else was using from a league standpoint, and we thought that we had some good ideas and could do a better job. And you know, that's a heavy lift. It's a heavy lift, but our belief in the kind of the end vision of what it can be for the teams, for the players, for the coaches, for the fans really carries us through. Because as you know, there have been a lot of tough conversations and, you know, a lot of hard, you know, seasons thus far. But as we continue to grow and evolve and get better, it's really going to help us realize what that vision was, which is to create an excellent on-field product for the fans, for the players, for the coaches, that really can self-sustain for years and years to come, and will continue to grow the league and make it better and better every year.
There's my next question for you. Where do you see the AF1 going? It's the only team, it's the only league that uses nets. It's the only real arena league, but where do you see it going from here, just 2 years in?
The key to getting the AF1 really, really going is to get it to a position, or a point rather, where it can self-sustain. And the key to doing that is aligning with the right partners, whether it's through advertising, whether it's through other organic partnerships that can really help us create this ecosystem that sustains. And there's not so much pressure on owners and communities to fully support these teams year after year, year after year. And it really can be this kind of ecosystem where multiple people come together, multiple businesses come together to really make this whole thing work. And as you do that, you gain organic fan growth, you gain attention on a national and worldwide stage, which garners attention from players and other leagues. And I really think that we're building something special here that can really change how indoor arena football is played and managed from a league standpoint to really make it self-sustaining for years to come. And that's really what we're after.
All right. So you've had some serious success so far. What's been your favorite moment so far being a part of arena football and how the AF1?
I like to win. I like to win. I don't like to lose a lot. Obviously, we just were dealt our first loss by a great Michigan team here in Albany last week. That felt bad, but we carried a lot of momentum, I think, forward from it. I know Coach has. From a league standpoint, seeing people come together and learning things together that they previously were not aware of or weren't on their radar, helping them improve their teams in their markets has been very rewarding. And them also starting to understand and see the vision as it starts to come together and what this can be, and then aligning with us on that. That's really where the strength comes from, is the ownership groups really aligning on what the vision can be, not for us, but for the players, coaches, and the fans, and aligning on that and acting toward that has been very rewarding for me.
His name is Andy Gelcher. He's part owner of the Albany Firebirds, part owner of the AF1 itself. And thanks to you, the hard work you and the other guys are doing, that's why here at the AF1, the ball never dies. Welcome.
This is Arena Football 1.
Unbelievable!
The ball never dies.
This is Arena Football 1.
8 men.
Hey, you're going to remember that one.
Nowhere to run.
Only an AF1.
Hockey speed.
Another one.
Football violence.
Unbelievable.
Small field.
Welcome to the wall.
Big collisions.
This is what AF1 is all about.
Don't blink. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Whatever your game is, pain shouldn't stop you. At Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we're here to help you move forward. From the sidelines to the operating room, from rehab to recovery, our team of experts provides the same world-class care trusted by the pros, so you can keep playing, working, and living without limits. Don't let pain hold you back. Schedule your appointment today at beaconortho.com.
Rejoin our audience. And welcome back. Tom Stalker, Jenner Graff with you at the end of our halftime intermission. Tonight is Faith Night here in Duluth, and not a bad crowd considering all of the activity that's gone on here in Duluth the last 3 days with the 50th running of Grandma's Marathon. And just another great event up here. Great weather for the whole weekend. And the sporting enthusiasm has continued into tonight on a Monday night here in Duluth.
Yeah, I think they ran that marathon right by Amsoil Arena here. You're going to see that was the last return there for the Monsters that ended up getting negated. And here's going to be the final gasp of air. No, this is going to be the second to last play of the first half.
Yeah.
Just overshot Flowers there.
Last couple of plays, the first one was Williams, who thought he had a great return all the way inside the 5, but a holding call pulled it back. And at times, through the course of this year, penalties have been a real thorn in their side so far this season.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like these little things. You're going to see some of the statistics right here as they lead the total yardage. I mean, the scoreboard overall, but yeah, one turnover both ways.
Yep, 125 total yards, of which 114 are passing yards for Minnesota, 80 total yards for Michigan, of which 81 were passing yards. That probably should be reversed, I guess. And first down, 7-6. Turnovers are even, and basically it's still anybody's ball game, especially with Michigan down by just 6, and they will get the football to begin the third quarter here at Amsoil Arena. And coming up for Michigan, for our listeners there in Saginaw, there'll be a game coming up against Washington on the 27th. That's an 8 p.m. This is going to be a short week for them, getting ready for Washington. And Washington has been a team on the move. They are now a total of 5-4. They've got a winning record. And going into that game, and that'll be, by the way, in Everett. The Arsenal will be making a long drive, and we'll be back with the start of quarter number 3 after we take this time out. 6-point lead for Minnesota on HTN.
You want soft?
Over the boards he goes.
Wrong building.
It is a touchdown.
This is Arena Football 1. Walls, speed, impact. This game doesn't slow down. It closes in. 8 men, nowhere to run. Hockey speed, football violence. Don't blink, because in here, the ball never dies. Watch Arena Football 1 live all weekend long.
Whatever your game is, pain shouldn't stop you. At Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we're here to help you move forward. From the sidelines to the operating room, from rehab to recovery, our team of experts provides the same world-class care trusted by the pros, so you can keep playing, working, and living without limits. Don't let pain hold you back. Schedule your appointment today at beaconortho.com.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
Just seconds away from the kick by Aiden Johnson to open up the third quarter with a 6-point Minnesota lead over Michigan. But Michigan may be ready to answer right here on this next drive. Back deep is Sam Bennett. Down to our left, there is the kick by Johnson. Bennett, and it goes under and out of play. And so that gives Michigan the ball at the 20-yard line.
The kickoff went underneath the ball, underneath the bar. That'll be a touchback move to the 20-yard line.
Yep,
First
back
down.
out to the 20-yard line. And a good start for Michigan at their own 20-yard line with the kick from Johnson. He was looking for the deuce, but it went under the crossbar and out of play. And so now a great start for Malik Henry. By the way, our officials, referee is Tyler Dowd, umpire Ryan Townsend, head line judge Josh Thoreau, center judge Luke Carness, line judge Donald Bratton, back judge Kevin Hillman. Wide to the far side is Long. To the near side is Grissom. Back to throw. Quick pass over the middle. Hit Grissom right in stride inside the 15, and he's down at the 10-yard line in Monster territory. So a 20-yard pitch and catch.
That's a great way to utilize that forward motion that you can use for one of your slot receivers there. Grissom, such a quick guy, just sprinting him over the middle, hit him in stride, and you just got to catch him or he's going to be gone.
And in watching the video on Malik, I've seen he is so good at hitting receivers right in stride. There's the pass, incomplete and almost deflected and picked off. The pass incomplete off the hands of Grissom, and the Monsters with a couple nearby. Powell thought maybe he might add a chance, but it didn't really get deflected too high into the air.
Yeah, very few times you'll see a mistake on Malik Henry, and that was going to be one of them. Monsters wish they would have capitalized on that, because you probably won't see that again out of Henry.
From the far college hash mark to the short side across the way, Long, Williams, and now in motion Grissom. Quick pass deflected into the air and almost intercepted. It was off the hands of the tight end eligible, and that was Alex Westcott out of Buffalo State. Off his hands, deflected high into the air, but the Monsters could not come up with it. Incomplete. 3rd and goal now from the Monster 10-yard line.
Yeah, here's the replay here. They just, little screen pass. Westcott lets him slip off the hands. He's got his hands in the dirt for a reason. Or in the turf, I should say, but yeah. Would have been a pick 6 there for Jones.
Here we go, 3rd and goal. Pass caught at the 5, hit immediately was Grissom on a hard hit by Delvin Randall. I mean, it was ball, boom, contact immediately, and it's, call it the 5-yard line, the back of the ball touching the 5-yard line. It'll be 4th and goal from a short 5-yard line.
Delvin Randall has got the C on his chest for the reason. That reason right there, their best secondary defender. Now a big 4th and goal to start off the second half.
Long, Williams, Grissom wide far side, pass in the end zone and caught. Grissom with a long route, came in from the far side, went laterally all the way across the end zone and made the catch. Did not have much room to spare before going into the wall.
Just a touch pass right there, right on the money. Malik Henry, you're going to see on the replay here. Pressure in the face.
And then watch.
All the way across the field.
Didn't get a chance to see him complete that pattern, but he ran a long way to make that pass and make that play pay off. So now the point after by Oscar Roden. Ball down, kick up. It is good right down the middle. And it's a Monsters lead that just disappeared. 28-27 Arsenal. Back with more third quarter action after this on the Home Team Network.
The AF1.com.
Over the boards he goes.
The moment it happens.
Touchdown, Oregon Lightning.
The hits, the highlights, the news that shakes the league. It's already here. This isn't yesterday's story. This is right now. The AF1.com is your inside line to everything Arena Football 1. The AF1.com. Don't hear about it later.
Clarksville, don't whisper. Clarksville roars. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
Michigan with its first lead of the night, and it didn't take long. They went 30 yards, 5 plays, and it was vintage Malik Henry and Grissom with the great route and the catch. And now with under 12 minutes remaining third quarter, it's Michigan by 1, 28-27. And Roden with the kick from our left to right line drive. Bounced up, hit the receiver, and going down, but out of the end zone to the 5 to the 10 on the return, Andre Williams. Wow, that ball took a funny bounce, came right back and hit him in the face mask. And for a hot moment, I'm going, this might turn out to be a disaster.
Yeah, it took a funny bounce. He finally corralled it off his face mask. Once he has the football, it slips on his own feet, got out of the end zone, and made a pretty solid return, all things considered, out to the 10-yard line.
So it'll be at the Monster 10 to start their first drive of the second half. 11:24 remaining in the third quarter here at Amsoil Arena. Couch wide to the far side, McAllister to the near side. Flowers will be the high slot man, far side in motion. Snap back, and again, we have somebody taking off and beating the snap offensively, and they're past the line of scrimmage when the snap is made.
Offside.
That was going to be Flowers that time. I don't know.
Man. After this is to the
Don't
goal.
know if that's going to be his
First
problem
down.
or the center to quarterback exchange right there. We know he's a newer addition to this lineup. He's not a new face here in Duluth, and to it, the quarterback as well.
Well, that normally it's Torrey Boyd who is over the football. You see him there, number 99 out of Howard University. So it's now 1st and 15 from the 5. Back to throw from the end zone and just getting it off and then getting hammered on the play by Jalen Jackson, the linebacker. And the ruling is the ball is in the end zone. That was a forward pass.
They're going to say, man.
And now Sean Leota's walking throughout the end zone there with both arms in the air saying touchdown, touchdown.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass.
It should be an incomplete pass. Second down.
Leota's got one more challenge if he wants to use it, but yeah,
you might want to save that. There's a lot of football to go in the second half. I'm not sure if we saw enough on the replay to see exactly what he was claiming it was. It was clearly a forward pass. His arm was clearly in motion. It was not a fumble.
Well, and it's not the first time a team in silver and black is going to be affected by the tuck rule, it looks like maybe. Here, this is going to be a forward pass all the way.
Yeah. So now here we are, 2nd and 15 at the 5. 3 wideouts far side, including the high motion man, and another penalty marker is thrown.
There is a flag.
False start.
False
Offense.
start
Number
by the
77.
offense.
Half the distance
That
to the
one's
goal.
called on
Second down.
offensive lineman Gunnar Hurlbert, who is a Wisconsin young lad out of the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. So it'll be second now, and the ball between the 2 and the 3. We'll call it 2nd and 17 from the 3-yard line. Remember, it's the nose of the ball where you spot the line of scrimmage. 3 wideouts far side. Snap from the near hash mark. Quick pass, juggled by McAllister, and could have been picked off very easily as well. Covered on the play by Kai West. He had it in the hands.
Just ultra tight coverage right here. Even if McAllister comes down with this football, they're on him right away. It would have been just a short gain of 1.5 yards.
Yeah, covered by both West and Pemberton, who got in there a little late, but he was there and possibly could have caught that deflection. So it's 3rd and long, 3rd and 17 from their own 3. They trail now, the Monsters, for the first time, trailing by 1. Pass, high, and overthrown, looking for Couch out at the 15. Maybe the best crack at it there was Burdale Robbins, who was covering him on the play. And it's 4th down. And remember, there is no punting in this league. And it's 4th down. You don't convert here, then the Arsenal will get it in absolutely ooh-la-la territory.
Yeah, this is...
And we may have a timeout.
Maybe.
Minnesota is challenging on the previous play of an illegal defense.
Okay.
Timeout.
Of course, our eyes are traditionally watching the flight of the ball. You have some defensive rules involving the linebackers. We'll take a break while they go to the video. 8.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Michigan leads by 1. Back after this.
You want soft? Wrong building.
It is a touchdown.
This is Arena Football 1. Walls, speed, impact. This game doesn't slow down. It closes in. 8 men, nowhere to run. Hockey speed, football violence. Don't blink, because in here, the ball never dies. Watch Arena Football 1 live all weekend long.
You feel that? You feel it. It's that AF1. You feel it. What? Run for the city. Run. Rep your colors. Side by side. When the lights come on, we go high. AF1. The ball never dies.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
Here we go again. That's going to leave a mark.
This is Arena Football 1.
This is what AF1 is all about.
The ball never dies.
He flipped over the wall and hung on.
The wall is waiting.
This is Arena Football 1.
No sideline.
He got lit up by the wall.
That's going to leave a mark.
No way out.
A hit like that only happens in Arena Football 1.
Because in here, the ball never dies.
And kind of like on the People's
After
Court,
review,
here's the review.
There is not a foul for an illegal defense.
Okay.
Minnesota will be challenged their second and final challenge. Will be charged with their second and final challenge and their first timeout.
So it stands up, bringing up a 4th down and 17 at their own 3-yard line. 8.5 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter, as the Monsters are trailing for the first time in this game since they scored on their first drive of the contest. Javante from the end zone tries to get open, throws high, incomplete, looking for Thompson, covered on the play by McFarland, and it will go over on downs at the Monster 3-yard line.
Well, the Monsters can't get out of their own way right now. You start the drive with penalty after penalty, and then you face a 4th down and long backed up way, and you had no choice but to go deep there after kind of the Hail Mary challenge, and they had to go deep on the 4th and long.
And it cost them, they have no challenges remaining, and it cost them a timeout. And so now you've got Malik Henry and company in prime field position. Grissom wide to the far side, Williams as well. Grissom's in the slot. Long wide to the near side. They snap from the near hash mark. Long's the man in motion. There is keeping it all the way with a big hole around the left side, scored by Henry. So on 1st and goal at the 3, Henry dances in for the touchdown.
Yeah, Henry goes untouched right there. Is a perfect play call. Everybody had their eyes focused on the receivers or Weaver there. Faked one way, and nobody had a clue that he got the football even.
So Malik Henry rushing. That's his 4th touchdown of the season. The lead now 34-27 pending Rodent's point after. The snap, ball is placed, the kick is off the support far side of the crossbar. Kick, no good. But it increases the Arsenal lead, 34-27 with 7:40 remaining in the 3rd quarter, and that's just like literally handing them a score in the silver platter. Back with more here in Duluth, Minnesota on HTN. We keep it here. We find out 7:40 remaining. And now the Monsters find themselves, they're down by 7, yet somehow, if you're a Monsters fan, you're feeling like it's much more of a deficit. Yeah. Seriously.
I mean, you cough up the lead for the first time in the opening drive of the second half, and then just an awful start to the second half as well for the offense. I mean, the defense did a solid job, forced a 4th and goal, just eventually gave it up, but then the offense just goes backwards only. So now, new set of downs, just kind of a fresh breath of air here as the only trail by a touchdown and an extra point.
2 penalties sustained by the Monsters in that drive. And again, they took advantage of it, did the Arsenal. When you get the ball on the opponent's 3-yard line, you don't want to waste any time, and they didn't. Here is Oscar Rodent's kick. That one off the far net, taken in the end zone by Williams. Williams is hit, and we got a penalty marker, and could very well be a face mask on the tackle, likely by Jalen Jackson. We'll hear the call from Tyler Downs here.
Here in the return, personal foul, illegal helmet contact, kicking team number 3. 10-yard penalty added to the dead ball spot. First down.
Jason Armstrong is the culprit on the penalty. Illegal helmet contact. Sean Leota out there pleading his case, but the ball goes out to the Monster 16-yard line with the aid of the penalty, and it's 1st and 10, and the Monsters have got to see if they can get all cylinders working on this drive right here. Far hash mark, Thompson wide to the near side, Flowers slot. Wide to the far side is Couch. Handoff goes right up the middle for big Claude Davis. The Claude father hard as he picks up 5 yards to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, you expected something different on the offense here, and I like it getting started. Number 5 gives it to 9, and he picks up a nice little carry up the middle there for Claude Davis.
Nice 5-yard pickup, sets up a 2nd and 5 from their own 21-yard line. Monsters trailing 34-27. And give credit to the Arsenal. Wide out to the near side, slot man in motion near side is Flowers. Quick little pitch And Davis hit at the 21, brought down at about the 22-yard line, tackled on the play by Justin Sykes, assisted by Vaughn Pemberton. Stopping play there, call it the 23-yard line, a pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 2, along 2, actually closer to 3 from the Monster 23-yard line. From the near hash mark, Flowers motion, slot, pass off the hands of Couch, and that deflection just hung in the air. Oh, so tantalizing, but getting there late was McFarland. And guess what brings up a 4th down? This is becoming last week all over again here in the second half.
And that's usually a surefire catch right there. I'd go to battle there that Jamal Couch has the best hands on the team, and you don't see that very often where it goes through his hands now. So big play call here. Is still a lot of time left in this game, but certainly you want to claim back this momentum.
Ball officially at the 23. The ball has cleared the 22. 3 wideouts far side. Snap, stop.
Delay of game.
Delay of game.
5-yard penalty.
Wow.
4th down.
They're just tripping over their own shoelaces right now.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about at halftime. Clean up some of these penalties, and you should have no problems. And that's what's happened so far. And we're into week 10 right now. You got to clean these up, especially as playoff time is coming sooner rather than later.
Williams wide far side. Flowers will be the high motion man, giving him 2 in the slot across the way. Javante back to throw, throws, catch made at midfield. Nicely grabbed on a bullet, thrown to Andre Williams, but it's not enough. He's a yard shy of getting the 1st down, and the ball for the 2nd time on a drive in this quarter for the Monsters. The ball goes over on downs. And the Arsenal gets it right at the 25-yard line, midfield, 1st and 10. And things just seem to be in a quagmire if you're the Monsters. Meanwhile, you feel like momentum has completely shifted over to the Arsenal side, and Malik Henry feels his oats. 3 wideouts to the near side. The man in motion will be Grissom. Back to throw, Malik Henry throwing into the end zone and overthrown Grissom. Not sure he was running the right pattern, but it didn't matter. The ball well over his head and landing in the end zone, harmless. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Nobody had any clue where that football was except for the people in the stands and the quarterback, Henry.
2nd down and 10 now at midfield for Michigan. Monsters trailing Michigan 34-27 here in the 3rd quarter. 2 wideouts near side. Now Long circles in motion to the near side. Pump fake by Henry. Pass. He threw it into the gut there of, I believe, Long, and he held on to it. I mean, he about had to have that one medically removed. That was a low catch, shall we say.
It's like he had his hand on his side, and this quarterback threw it right to his hand, and he pinned it right to his hip. I mean, that's just a Malik Henry. Trevante Long didn't catch that football. Malik Henry caught that football for Long right there.
Pickup of 8, 3rd and call it 3. Because the ball's in between yard lines. There goes Grissom in motion, near side, the motion man pass. Caught. He was covered like a blanket, but the Monsters could not take it away. Covering on the play, the best the Monsters have got defensively, Delvin Randall, and somehow that catch was made by Grissom.
It's just elite talent out of Malik Henry. You got to give credit to these front 3, 4, if you count in Weaver, Henry's been pretty much untouched so far tonight. Monsters maybe get a sack here to dial up this pressure.
Monsters put Torrey Boyd as the nose tackle. Throw in the end zone. Tipped and out of play. I think for a moment, Trevon Shorts kind of lost himself and realized, and yeah, he taps himself on the head like, I should have caught that, and he should have.
Yeah, you don't get an opportunity like that, especially from Malik Henry. Just out of the outstretched hands there of Shorts. Randall was streaming on that football as well if it had got past him, but
there was no receiver there.
No, it looks like Long lost his footing around midfield, but still.
2nd and goal at the Monsters 7. There is a corner route looking for Williams. Incomplete. Great coverage on the play by Brian Robinson out of Southwest Oklahoma State. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 7.
See on the replay here, Williams has had a touchdown in all 2 meetings, trying to get his 3rd one in the 3rd game here. But great coverage there. They're both hand fighting. I love the no call out of the officials.
That may be the best coverage from the secondary of the Monsters tonight. So it is now 3rd and goal from the 7. In motion, Grissom around, giving him 3 to the near side. Pass into the end zone, caught and lost out of play. He had it, ran into the wall, and that forced him to lose control. It went out of bounds. He had it in his hands, but could not hang on. Incomplete. 4th and goal from the 7, and this is a huge play both ways in this game.
Yep, biggest play of the game coming up. Here's going to be the replay. Grissom going for his 4th touchdown of the night. He had it, and as he brought it down, knocked free into the boards. But yeah, biggest play of the night to date so far as we're under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter.
3 wideouts near side. They snap from the far hash mark. Grissom, the man in motion, and we've got a whistle and a last-second timeout, I believe, called by the Arsenal.
Delay of game. Offense.
It's delay of game, not a timeout.
4th down.
That helps for the Monsters. Doesn't help the Arsenal. 4th and goal now from the 12-yard line. It's still in very positive territory for Michigan. 4th down and goal. Monsters trying to rev up the crowd here in Duluth, Minnesota. And by the way, that is also the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, let's see. Well, the clock's running down. They're still letting it run down. And
that is the
end of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter to go. It is still a 7-point game. And one big play offensively or defensively to start the 4th quarter. Back with that quarter after this on HTN.
You feel that? It's the AF1. What? For the city. Run. Rep your colors. Side by side. When the lights come on, we go high. AF1. The ball never dies.
It starts in a quiet, empty building, and the lights come on. Suddenly, you're not watching the game. You're inside it. Every step, every hit, you can feel it building, faster, louder, until there's no space left and no holding it back. This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
Clarksville wasn't built quiet, now built loud, built proud, built fire. Built on boots, hit ground, no tire. Built on hearts that don't back down, go higher. No permission, we don't ask that. Keep the door, yeah, we crash that. 48 inches wall, where you at? Running too wide, yeah, you need that. Yeah, no sidelines, ain't no safety. No soft land is gonna save me. You don't watch, nah, you feel me. Whole crowd standing, energy crazy. Show up early, stay late, feel the ground shake. No breaks, hear the sound, that's us, that's us, that's us.
The recovery, 5-yard penalty is at the Monster 9. 1st and 10 for Minnesota. Down by 7 early here in the fourth quarter. Man in motion on the near side, Flowers. Quick pass. Flowers makes the catch. Tackled and hit at the 21, and that's as far as he's going to get. But McFarland, the first to get to him. Flowers with a nice reception. That's one of those you like to see. He turns, the ball is there.
Yeah, a breath of fresh air for this offense. They've been needing something like that to just get the chains moving, especially on first down. You don't have to wait till second, third, fourth down even. Positive gains on first down is always nice for this offense as a
14 yards on the catch. 1st and 10 Monsters, their own 23-yard line. From the near hash mark, circular motion, near side by Thompson. Pump fake by Johnson. Throws it off right side, juggled and dropped, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Claude Davis. He had a blocker there as well in Gunnar Hurlbert. They had a nice play set up, but right there the hands wouldn't respond.
Yeah, phenomenal play call right there. Everybody is going to the right side. Davis leaked out to the left. Caught it once, twice, bobbled again into the turf. Unfortunate break there for the Monsters.
3 wideouts, including the high motion man Flowers on the far side. Near hash mark, they snap it now on 2nd and 10. And there's Javante. A little shovel pass for Davis. And that bring a penalty marker. That's going to be illegal forward pass and loss of downs.
Yeah, just doing too much right there.
And illegal receiver, I believe, as well.
We have an incomplete illegal forward pass.
There we are.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, includes loss of down, 3rd down.
Javante, he had daylight. It was just one guy. He could have just slid, taken the couple of yards as it is, and it's still a positive gain, but now I get what he's trying to do there, but Davis is out blocking in front of him, just doing too much.
Thompson wide to the far side. They snap from the near side. Flowers will be slot man in motion far side. On the near side against the boards is McAllister. Back it goes, Javante, quick pass, McAllister along the near boards, and he has got a first down across the Michigan 20 down to the 16-yard line. As they call them the Mac attack.
It just seemed like a check down and hope you can get what you got. McAllister is going to catch it up this right sideline here on the replay. Just waiting, and I like what Ladarian did here. He's not waiting for you to hit him. He said, I'm going to come hit you instead.
They get the first down at the 16-yard line on the catch by McAllister. Snap back, quick pass, far side, and it's not a backwards pass. I don't know if Carlos Thompson was expecting it. There were all of a sudden a lot of black jerseys over there, but all of a sudden, here comes the ball zipping right at us. And fortunately, it goes incomplete. Not a backwards pass.
I mean, Thompson ran the route. I just don't get what the miscommunication was there. He almost got his hands on it last second because he wasn't expecting it. But, man, got to get on page here as we're under 12 minutes to go.
Here goes man in motion, far side handoff to Davis. Breaks one tackle, but that slowed him up enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the Arsenal bring him down. And that, of course, is Claude Davis, 6'4", 285. They give him progress, a loss of play to the 19, loss on the 3 on the play. Be 3rd down, 13
awkward
at the 19-yard line of Michigan.
See on the replay, it was an awkward handoff. I don't know if it was an RPO. It looked like he wanted to pull it because he had Flowers wide open. I know it was a short little dink and dime, but he would have taken the positive yards.
Man in motion, 3 to the far side. Javante firing, caught, touchdown! Andre Williams, one of the new Monsters. And a sidearm fling from Javante Johnson hit him right on the money. And that is a 19-yard touchdown on the catch by Andre Williams.
It was just right on the money. I saw him streaming across the field, and it was perfect there for Andre Williams. He did the rest, catching that football and getting into the end zone.
So now that makes it a one-point game, folks. It is Michigan leading 34-33, and Johnson attempting the point after out of Javante's hold. The kick is good, and we've got a tie ball game here in Duluth. 34-34 with 10 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Oh, baby, don't leave us now. This one's a dandy here in Duluth.
You feel that? This the AF1. What? For the city, run. Rep your colors, side by side. When the lights come on, we go high. AF1, the ball never dies.
He's already flying.
This is Arena Football 1.
Full speed of the snap.
The ball never dies.
Man, you can't defend that speed.
He's already at full speed before the snap.
Blink and you miss him.
You're not chasing him, you're surviving him.
He's gone just like that.
By the time you react, full speed, full chaos. He's gone. Because in here, the ball
Well, nobody said this was going to be easy, especially looking at Michigan coming off of that landmark win last week at Albany. And this one has lived up to it. It's a dead ball game, dead tight game. Looky here, 34-34 with 10.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. As the fans enjoying some on-field entertainment here. And obviously coming up, let's see how the Arsenal answers this. And at least in that last drive, which by the way went 41 yards, 7 plays, the Monsters withstood not only a penalty, but a penalty that resulted in loss of down.
Yeah, and it seemed like the drive was going to go, it got all the momentum sucked away after that penalty, but it was just a right on the money pass. It was a great route by Andre Williams, and now we sit here at the tie game, and I think it was a huge confidence boost it was kind of an underrated moment for Aiden Johnson too, for making that extra point too.
Well, he had Flowers with a 14-yard catch, a huge catch on 3rd and long by McAllister to get a first down at the 16-yard line. And then on 3rd and 13, a pass right on the money, a sidearm slinger from J5 to Andre Williams, again, one of the new guys. And suddenly, boom, with the point after, it's a tie ball game. So now, Aiden Johnson will kick from left to right. Sam Bennett lone man back. The up man, you would call, is Grissom. Because as we have learned, you just can't depend always on the receiver in the end zone to handle things that come like a wanky thing off that net. And here is one caught beneath the net by Bennett. Got up to the 5, and that is it. As the first to get to him there was Carlos Thompson, and then the rest of the cavalry joined him.
Yeah, Dontorian Best will finish him off. Met him at the 4, and he didn't go anywhere past that. I was really curious where that kickoff was going to come down, if it was going to be over the boards or in play, because I was kind of shocked that he elected to return that rather than just letting it bounce. Because it would have gone out of play, that at the ball at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line, and Bennett had his back against the wall. So this drive will start at Michigan's 5-yard line, first down and 10. 10-13 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the clock is running, as the boys say at NASA. Now there's a high motion man, slot far side. Pass to the far side, looking to set up sort of a wide-out screen. The catch by Williams, and he is able to pick up 2 yards to the 7. It'll be second down and 8 from the 7-yard line.
Williams was our impact player of the game coming into tonight's contest for Michigan, and they've held him in check. He's only had 2 catches, both for a very short gain. I think he's got 5 yards total on the 2 catches.
Again, once-time Duluth player, then there's going to be an offside play there easily, as early motion and well past the line on the snap,
number 7.
And that was on Trevante Long. So it'll be now third down, half the distance, third and about 12. Yeah, third and 11, let's call it, from the 4-yard line.
Defense number 9. Hand was up with the snap. That is a 10-yard penalty. First down.
What happened there?
Say offsides on the defense. Hasn't it been a 5-yard penalty all game?
Not with the high hand slap, I guess, by Davis. I thought that was clearly.
That is a 5-yard penalty, which includes an automatic first down.
Okay, 5-yard penalty. Clarified there by Tyler Down. With an automatic first down. So it'll be first and 10 Arsenal. The ball is at their own 12-yard line. Not sure about that call. And now here we've got Grissom already hit motion. Referees had halted the play. Clock is stopped with 9:14 remaining.
Please reset the game clock to 9 minutes, 20 seconds.
They're going to reset the clock, add 6 seconds onto the clock to 9 minutes, 20 seconds. Things getting a little disorganized here all of a sudden. From the 12-yard line, first and 10 on the automatic first down for the Arsenal. 3 wideouts near side. Henry throwing, broken up. Is it picked off? No, but it's broken up. Nearly picked off by Trayvon Jones. Long was the intended receiver. Wow. Nearly intercepted.
Dangerous pass here by Henry. The front 4 finally got pressure home. It was Best in the backfield. Jones high pointing, bobbles, and just couldn't survive the ground.
So it brings up second down and 10. Arsenal from their 12-yard line here in the fourth quarter. We are tied at 34-34. From the far side, there'll be a man in motion slot near side, giving them 2 here. There is Henry, connects to Grissom, breaks 1 tackle, and then advances it just over the 20-yard line to the 21, bringing up a 3rd and 1. It'll be 3rd down and 1 from there. 21, a 9-yard reception. And the clock continues to run. Under 8 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. But they get a little room. They had it back at their own 5. Williams wide to the far side. Handoff up the middle to Weaver. Knocked off his feet at the 25. Knocked off his feet by Trevon Jones, but he stumbles, bumbles, and rumbles all the way up for a first down at the Monster 21-yard line. Pickup of 8.
Yeah.
Timeout.
Weaver just kind of seems like a cheat code. You give it to him short down and
30
distance.
seconds.
He's got to lower his shoulder, and he seems like he will get it.
Minnesota has called a timeout. They have 1 timeout remaining as we are midway through this fourth quarter. Along with Jenner Graff, I'm Tom Stalker. Thank you for being with us. And for the folks in Saginaw, Michigan, they're hanging on the edge of their chairs as well. It is one of those nights in AF1. Monsters jumped out in front with 2 quick touchdowns and looked like perhaps it was going to be their night, but then all of a sudden, they, as Jenner appropriately put it, they couldn't get out of their way, especially at the start of the second half. And that allowed the Arsenal to grab the lead, a lead that has now disappeared.
Yeah, and you talked about the third quarter. That's when Arsenal regained all the momentum and the lead and led for the entire quarter, basically. But now, I mean, credit the Monsters. They fought and crawled their way back into this one to tie it all the way up. Now they just need their defense to get a stand. They forced a 4th down. Now they just got to do it again.
So Weaver stays in at fullback. 2 wideouts far side, including the high motion man Grissom. Pump fake, throw down the near side, nearly intercepted. It is broken up by Trevon Jones. He had the better shot of it than Long did. He got in front of Long and was able to break up the pass in the end zone.
Yep, you're going to see in the replay, he just kind of a little back foot floater. It's been the 3rd time it seems like Jones has had his hands on a football that he's been so close to coming down with. Very difficult play. I know it looks like it hit him in the hands. You say they should catch it, but very difficult play, especially when the receiver turns on a defensive back there.
7th play of this drive, 2nd and 10 at the Monster 21-yard line. Long circular motion, giving him 3 to the far side. Henry throwing. It is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. Great catch in the end zone. And the lead is back in the hands of the Arsenal on a tremendous catch by Grissom. Great throw, great catch. What more can you say?
Yeah, you're going to see in the replay here, Grissom, the speedster, gets a little bit of a head start, burns the defense on the post route up top, and comes down hard for his 4th touchdown reception of the night.
Randall was there, but I don't think Randall saw the ball coming. 21 yards, makes it 40-34, pending Roden's point after. The snap, ball is down, penalty marker thrown, stopping play.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense.
On the offense, so it'll move it back.
Penalty. Replay, try for point.
So they'll replay it back to the 7-yard line. And they'll snap it from there in between the 2 NFL hash marks. And again, on the placement, Nick Cartman, their backup quarterback.
Saw him miss a field goal earlier from this range.
Yeah.
Pushed it wide right.
This is about 23 yards. The kick, he got it. Give him credit, Roden. The kick is good. And so with 5 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, it is now 41-34 Michigan. Back with more action from Duluth, Minnesota after this on HTN.
He's already flying.
This is Arena Football 1.
Full speed of the snap.
The ball never dies.
Man, you can't defend that speed.
He's already at full speed before the snap.
Blink and you miss him.
You're not chasing him, you're surviving him.
He's gone just like that.
By the time you react, full speed, full chaos. He's gone. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Here we go again.
That's going to leave a mark.
This is Arena Football 1.
This is what AF1 is all about.
The ball never dies.
He flipped over the wall and hung on.
The wall is waiting.
This is Arena Football 1.
No sideline.
He got lit up by the wall.
That's going to leave a mark.
No way out.
A hit like that only happens in Arena Football 1.
Because in here, the ball never dies.
Clarksville wasn't built quiet, now built loud, built proud, built fire. Built on boots, hit ground, no tire. Built on hearts that don't back down, go higher. No permission, we don't ask that. Keep the door, yeah, we crash that. 48 inches wall, where you at? Running too wide, yeah, you need that. Yeah, no sidelines, ain't no safety. No soft land is gonna save me. You don't watch, nah, you feel me. Whole crowd standing, energy crazy. Show up early, stay late, feel the ground shake. No breaks, hear the sound, that's us, that's us.
Whatever your game is, pain shouldn't stop you. At Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we're here to help you move forward. From the sidelines to the operating room, from rehab to recovery, our team of experts provides the same world-class care trusted by the pros, so you can keep playing, working, and living without limits. Don't let pain hold you back. Schedule your appointment today at beaconortho.com.
Well, Michigan's regained a 7-point lead. And here is Roden about to kick it from left to right as we have under 6 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Back deep to receive Jarve Flowers Sr. And the up man is Carlos Thompson. Waiting for Roden's approach. Here it comes, and he lets it fly. It'll go off the far screen. Flowers in the end zone, out to the 5, to the 10, and maybe the 11-yard line, but that's about it. Tackled on the play by Bennett on special teams. So it'll be 1st and 10 Monsters. Somebody is slow getting up across the way.
It's like Burdale Robbins.
Yeah.
He'll walk off now in his own power.
So the ball is out at the Monster 10-yard line. 1st down and 10, a 7-point game. 5.5 minutes remaining for those listening on radio in the Twin Ports on the Northland Fan. So they snap from the far college hash mark. 2 wideouts to the near side, including now 3 on a motion man. Back to throw Javante. Getting pressure, throws, caught across the way by Shorts, and he caught it on the dead run, and he's down inside the Michigan 20-yard line. Just got him on the run now at the 19. 21 yards on the catch by Trevon Shorts.
You saw on that replay right there, Javante held on until he couldn't no more. Perfect pass right on the money, and here come the Monsters.
So now Shorts is in the backfield, and we've got early motion. And getting up early, that may have been Kyler Edwards.
Offense, number 71.
It was Edwards who just recently came off injured reserve.
This is a 10-yard penalty. First down.
6'6", 315. And what did I hear? A 10-yard penalty?
I don't know why I missed what Tyler said down there, but
I think there was a penalty in the bank. So it goes, it's the 5-yard penalty, another 5 on a previous penalty that went in the bank, apparently on a special teams play. So it goes all the way back now to the 21-yard line. First down and 20. There's a quick pass, nearly picked off. It was right in the hands of Jalen Jackson, the linebacker.
Incomplete pass, second down.
Incomplete pass, 2nd and 20 now from the Monsters' own 21-yard line. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Yeah, Sean Leota's got one more challenge if he wants to use it here. Under 4 minutes to go. He's just talking to our head official there, but he's going to use a timeout now.
They're going to use a timeout, and I think we're going to get a challenge. And we are.
Michigan coach is challenging
you thought
the
just
previous
like
play
him.
of an incomplete pass.
The replay crew did a good job here not showing it on the Jumbotron, so not giving another look at it, but.
Well, the question is, it's ruled incomplete pass. I think what Sean Leota is saying, could that have been a backwards pass?
Yeah. I don't think it matters how you throw it. If it's underhand, a chest pass, one-handed, two-handed, as long as it goes forward.
But he's claiming, I believe.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld.
It's
It was an
upheld.
incomplete pass. Third down.
Credit to the officials. That might have been the shortest review in history.
Might have
Michigan
been.
will be charged with their second timeout and their final challenge.
They barely had time to tell the timekeeper and all that and scorekeeper, hi, howdy, how are you?
But yeah, I mean, maybe Coach Leota was trying to argue that he was bobbling it as he threw it, but doesn't matter now.
Well, you can't take it with you. So it cost them a timeout. Here are 3 wideouts near side, and there's going to be motion. Caught by Flowers, but one of the wideouts on the near side left early. Wow.
False start. Offense.
False start.
Number 6.
And makes it
10-yard penalty. Second down.
Now it's another 10-yard penalty?
I don't know if it's because it's late in the game or.
This is unusual to me.
Well, they go 1 step forward and 2 steps back as they're back to their original starting position, essentially.
2nd down and 30 on an illegal procedure penalty back-to-back. Wow. Back to throw Javante. Throwing long for Thompson. Overthrown along the far side. Down towards the goal line, covered on the play by Isaiah McFarland. Bringing up now a 3rd and 30.
I like the deep shot, but right now you just got to try and make it a 4th and manageable, I think. Because you can't risk taking a deep shot and having it a 4th down and 30, especially with this point in the game with under 3 minutes to go and where the ball's at.
3rd down and a trip over the bridge to Superior to go. 2:41 remaining. 7-point lead for Michigan. Throwing downfield for Flowers. He's got broken up. That should be pass interference. There was contact before the ball got there. There seemed to be contact there by McFarland. And it's incomplete 4th down.
It was a great route and throw, slightly behind him, but yeah, there's early contact.
No doubt about it.
And I think the official was hesitant to throw it because he let up after the contact, but it still impacted the play.
Wow.
Under 2 minutes to go now, game-changing no call.
And
timeout, Michigan.
Michigan has taken
30 seconds.
A 30-second timeout. I believe this is their final. And you cannot review, you cannot challenge a penalty or lack thereof. And clearly, it appeared to us that McFarland had reached in, made contact before the ball got to Flowers. And I guarantee you there is a conversation from the Minnesota bench with Tyler Downs as to the lack of the call. But now, basically, with a minute 53 to go, you're coming down to one play for the Monsters. 4th and 30 from their 11-yard line. They've got to get it to the Michigan 9 for a first down. Pump fake Javante. Throwing long. Couch can't make the catch, and the ball will go over on Downs. Couch trying to make the catch down near the goal line. And again, McFarland covering on the play. It's incomplete, and the ball will be taken over by the Arsenal. 1st and 10 at the Monster 11-yard line with a minute 53 to go and leading by 7 points.
At that point, you just kind of throw it up, and I think they go in the middle of the end zone there. So if you get it intercepted, that's best case scenario. You kind of hope they intercept it at that point and just throw a jump ball.
And while there is no punt in this league, you can run a play like that, which has the same benefit as a punt.
Mm-hmm.
Let them pick it off.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just a tough scenario to be in right there. Maybe you could go like a trick play, a hook and ladder or something like that, but yeah.
Or like the Chicago Bears against Washington.
Yeah.
I'm a long-suffering fan, folks. Minute and a half to go. Man in motion. Grissom near side. Pass in and out of the hands of Trevon Shorts. That could have gone the other way completely. That could have been a pick six.
Oh, man. Don't know what happened there for Henry.
It was underthrown. He had it. Could not hang on to it. 2nd and 10 for Michigan at the Monster 11-yard line.
Well, there hasn't been any interceptions, but there has been multiple opportunities.
Timeout.
And we are at the 1 minute timeout, officially 57 seconds remaining. Michigan leads 41-34. They have the ball in great position in the Monster end zone, and we'll be back with the final minute of this play, maybe more, you never know, after this.
Here we go again. That's going to leave a mark.
This is Arena Football 1.
This is what AF1 is all about.
The ball never dies.
He flipped over the wall and hung on.
The wall is waiting.
This is Arena Football 1.
No sideline.
He got lit up by the wall.
That's going to leave a mark.
No way out.
A hit like that only happens in Arena Football 1.
Because in here, the ball never dies. This is Arena Football 1.
Welcome to the fastest game on turf.
The ball never dies.
This is what AF1 is all about.
You want soft?
Let's go!
Wrong building.
Hits like that only happen in Arena Football 1.
Walls.
There's no escape on this field.
Speed.
To the house.
Impact.
This is why you tune in.
This game doesn't slow down. It closes in. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
Whatever your game is, pain shouldn't stop you. At Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we're here to help you move forward. From the sidelines to the operating room, from rehab to recovery, our team of experts provides the same world-class care trusted by the pros, so you can keep playing, working, and living without limits. Don't let pain hold you back. Schedule your appointment today at beaconortho.com.
Michigan looking for the dagger here. 2nd down and 10 at the Monster 11-yard line with Michigan leading by 7. Long to the short side, wide far side. Now he goes circular motion, giving him 3 to the near side. And that's a handoff inside, and that play goes absolutely
The clock will stop
nowhere.
because positive yards
Henry,
were not gained.
I'm not sure
Third down.
whether he was looking to hand it off, but he kept it and was knocked down. It'll be 3rd down, a loss of a yard, and that does stop the clock when the offense cannot make positive yardage.
Yeah, how do you play right there? I saw Coach Tony O'Neill on the field talking to the official. We are not using a timeout, no timeout, and the officials were all over that call right there. I expect this to go to the big dog, Weaver.
And he is in the backfield as the fullback. And looks like
delay of game.
Delay
Offense,
of
number
game
16.
against
5-yard penalty.
the
Third
Arsenal.
down.
5-yard penalty.
And that penalty may not seem big, but if they go to kick this on a 4th down, that could be a major penalty right there.
25 yards would be the penalty if they try the field goal, would be the field goal, I should say. But no, it's 3rd down and 16. They need to get the ball to the Monster 1-yard line. Long circular motion, far side, the near side. There is a pass, and it's picked off. Intercepted inside the 5-yard line. Intercepted by Delvin Randall. Finally, one of the Monsters held on to it.
Well, if somebody was going to do it, it was going to be that guy right there.
Yep.
We've mentioned it. He's got the C on his chest. Here's the replay. Henry's made mistakes tonight. Monsters haven't capitalized. And with 52 seconds remaining, they finally do. One last breath of air for the Monsters. They got a chance to tie it or take the lead.
And believe they still have 2 timeouts remaining. Is it 1?
One at least, one for sure.
Yeah, okay. So it'll be 1st and 10 Monsters from their own 4-yard line. 46 yards to the promised land. Trailing by 7. 53 seconds remaining. Flowers in motion. Penalty marker thrown.
Free play.
Long pass for Thompson. No pass interference called against Kai West.
There'll be offsides nonetheless, but man, they thought they could get another one in the secondary. A lot of contact downfield.
5-yard penalty.
You'll see the replay here, obvious offsides. Javante knew he had the penalty, goes deep, and there's a grab right there by Kai West.
And Thompson wondering why a penalty marker wasn't thrown. And so it'll be now at the 9-yard line. 1st down, 5 yards ago, but it also ate up some precious time off the clock, which now has 48.1 seconds remaining.
Well, game 2 into overtime in this series. Game 3, Monsters are trying to make that happen as well.
3 wideouts near side. Flowers is the high motion man. Snap back to J5. He's got time now under pressure and throws it away. And Sean Leota wants grounding. He wants grounding. They say, though, the referees, that Thompson was in the vicinity.
Well, the clock kept on running, too.
And they may...
We got to go back to...
The clock's got to be reset because the clock stops on an incomplete pass.
The result of the play was an incomplete pass. Please reset the game clock to 42 seconds. Thank
All
you.
right, you heard that go to 42 seconds. 1st and 5 off the incomplete pass at the Monsters' 9-yard line. And I'll tell you, with the crowd we've had here, they have not left. They have stayed all the way through. 42 seconds remaining. 3 wideouts near side. They snap from the far side. That's the short side of the field. Snap back. Javante throwing down here. There should be. There, we finally got a penalty marker. Clearly, McFarland had a hold of his jersey. He pulled the jersey off the shoulder pads of Javante Flowers. No doubt about that one.
Yeah, you can see the shoulder pad exposed right there.
Pass
That doesn't happen
interference.
by itself.
Defense number 13.
I mean, if you're McFarland, that's the right play right there. Here you're going to see in the replay, it's either the penalty or a touchdown. You'll take the penalty all game long.
To 42 seconds.
If you are the Arsenal.
First down.
10-yard penalty. First down and 10. Monsters from their own 19-yard line. Clearly, he had a hunk of jersey.
And they reset the play clock or the game clock to 42 seconds. Football on the field, they're going to have to reset things.
41-34 Michigan. 42 seconds remain in the fourth quarter here at Amsoil Arena in Duluth, Minnesota. From the far college hash mark, 2 wide to the near side, 1 to the short side across the way. In the backfield, fullback is Claude Davis. Javante sets the play count. Thompson now in motion. Back to throw. Javante steps up. He's going to run, and he is all the way across midfield to the 24-23-yard line.
Timeout, Minnesota.
Timeout, Minnesota.
And final. 30 seconds.
Final timeout, a 30-second timeout. First and 10. Officially, the ball spotted at the the Michigan 24-yard line.
And it'll be second and medium coming up here. Looked like Johnson tried to get into the sideline there. Great open field tackle there by Vaughn Pemberton.
Yep, I stand corrected. A 5-yard gain. It is second down and 5 at the 24-yard line of Michigan. Well, this one, we'll see what happens. Wide to the near side, McAllister. They snap it from the far college hash mark. Man in motion will be Thompson going to the slot near side. Flowers will be the wideout along the wall across the way. Second down and 5. Snap back to Javante. Throws near side. Caught by Thompson. He goes over the boards and lost it. He had it. He had it in his hands. Went over the board. Could not hang on to it. It does stop the clock. Heck of an effort by Carlos Thompson. 27.3 seconds remaining. It'll be third down. 1, 2, 3, and 4 yards to go from the 24 of Michigan. Wide to the near side, McAllister. Thompson to the short side across the way. Man in motion, Flowers. Back to throw, J5. Throws, overthrows Thompson. Running along the boards across the way. And Jenner is holding his head. And what did you see that I didn't?
Ladarian McAllister down the middle of the field. You're going to see right here. Starting in the right side slot, wide open the middle of the field. Nobody had a clue where he was.
Oh, my. Oh, my. That was just unbelievable. 4th and 4 at the 24. Swing pass to Thompson. Thompson against the boards, gets the first down. And it's a first down. First down, down to 10, down to 9, down to 7, down to 6. Javante back to throw. Time's running out. It's intercepted at the 2-yard line. Intercepted by Kai West. And this game is over.
Javante Johnson's pass intercepted by the Arsenal.
Kai West with the interception. And Sean Leota is one happy big fella out there. Intercepted. And there's still a scramble over the ball. I'm not sure what the deal is now. The officials getting in the way. McAllister, boy, there's jawing back and forth. Grissom doing some of it. Now being forced back, Jalen Jackson. We got lipping both ways here, but this game is over, and Michigan comes away with a 41-34 victory. Michigan with the victory, their second in a row, their third in their last 4 games. They record now is 4-6. Monsters fall to 5-4 with 3 home games remaining. Michigan will be heading on the road. And I've got the game at Oregon. Of course, they're not going to play. No, they're going to be playing Washington. They're going to be at Washington next Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. I was looking at the wrong start of the score. So this one is over. Some handshaking going on there. But this was a tough one, a very tough loss. Randall with the interception, set it up at the 4-yard line. Monsters got it to their 24. 3rd and 4, then 4th and 4. Long pass, a bit underthrown, intercepted outside the end zone by Kai West. And that sealed the victory because the Monsters had no way to stop the clock.
Yeah, no, it was just mad scramble. They had that one final chance there and just not enough air underneath it.
Well, and as it really turned out, when the Monsters had come back and tied it up with 10.5 minutes to go at 34, it was Malik Williams taking over with Grissom on a couple of great catches and a run by Weaver of 8 yards and a 21-yard catch by Grissom with 5:47 left, and that with the kick good, and that made it 41-34, and that was the final score. Monsters had it. And a good thing I'll be happy to check following this game. With Tyler Downs, I don't understand 5-yard penalties becoming 10-yard penalties. I don't understand, and I'm sure, knowing Tyler, he's completely following the book. I just have not seen that before in the games, and we've been doing road and home games on radio and television here in Duluth Superior. So that wraps it up from Duluth. It'll be a happy ride home for the Arsenal. And then they've got some frequent flyer miles coming up to the state of Washington next Saturday for the Monsters. They have next weekend